Good morning. Trina Christine Mason here. I was just doing a live stream, and then because I'm traveling through the Ocala National Forest, which is one of my favorite places in Florida to be, I have daydreamed a million times of getting married here and being kissed and having a great veil over my face and wearing the most beautiful white dress, and then completely trashing it through the mud, of course, and playing in the water and videotaping everything, because I would like to hold and keep those memories on lock and play them over and over again so I can re-experience those emotions and what it was like to be there. Basically almost like creating time travel by having this essence captured. So, moving right along. There's a little dead birdie. Little dead birdie. Poor baby. That makes me unhappy. I would love to learn how to clean animals. Like, once they're a roadkill, I would love to learn how to like handle the carcass and to be able to reuse the animal parts for something like better. You know, in Native American tradition, we believe that the spirit of the animal lives on. There's a thing called animism, animism, I believe, animism, and I hope you look into that, okay? This is why I have like rabbit fur pelts and like Penelope, and why whenever I am going picking through thrift stores and I find a taxidermy, I attempt to collect every piece that I can. And sometimes the Great Spirit will tell me to get stuff, and I'll be like, why am I getting this? I don't understand, like, I don't need this. But Spirit's so clearly telling me, like, you have to get this. And then most of the time, like, I'm giving that stuff away. So what I'm thinking now is having the intention or the contract and agreement with the Great Source, stating how I'd like to open up a store and make it a virtual online store where people can purchase from my personal shaman shop, right? Or like, you know, whatever you want to call me. I do love when you guys call me shaman or Dudas priestess. That's also very cute. Not that I need my ego stroked as much as just sometimes it can be like very igniting to encourage me on the path to continue the way of the shaman, right? I have not read that book yet, by the way, and it is a book I am interested in putting into my collection. I also have fantasies of collecting books and having a library which I share with other people. So if I ever, whenever I open up my shop, I would enjoy to have my library open and available to the community. I also dream of having a yurt. So, as Source allows, I will take my own personal resources and invest into these things. And I'm thankful for those of you who have gone out of your way to send me small donations or big donations to assist me in investing in my future. However, I have recently come up with like a business plan that would be more intelligent. Okay, so Trina, before, when she was little, she made a GoFundMe for a mermaid tail. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I did that a couple times for fixing my mermaid tail and things like that. And now I'm like growing up and realizing, you know, like I can't be a mermaid forever. Like, I know I'm really great underwater, and I know that like I have skills, right? And I'm not really interested in like throwing my weight around in the community like that and charging to do the mermaid thing anymore, you know? Like, the market is so flooded now, you know. I've charged $300 for an hour. I've also charged $150 for an hour doing that business. And I also have done custom underwater videos. I typically charge $100 per finished minute for that, for those of you who are like sincerely interested in constantly telling me what to do in my videos. However, I'm also negotiable, especially like if you're a member of like, you know, my OnlyFans, then I'm more likely to maybe take your request into consideration, especially if you're willing to like be a member for like 3 months, or you have like some type of agreement, or that you're like a member plus sending a donation of this. If there's like certain wardrobe or things like that that are required, I typically ask that you fund these objects as well, such as open toe fins. And you know, sometimes I have the items you're looking for, such as an oval mask and my my intention is to generate income and to earn my living so that I have a good story to tell about myself. And I'm interested in furthering my pursuits of becoming an acupuncturist and receiving my own personal healing. For me, call me autistic or Asperger's or learning disability, R word, whatever you wish. You know, whatever makes you feel comfortable to make, whatever. I was gonna say make fun of me, but like, you know, I'm not really trying to encourage you to do that, though I know that there's like a lot of really evil, sick people that like find pleasure in hurting other people and talking bad about other people and think that they have everything all solved. Think that they're some kind of like angel, right? When really like they're connecting to some like really dark energies such as their ego. Which is why the angels sometimes come to them in the first place, right? So my fantasy that I had this morning is that I Google and research, like Google how much does it cost to go to acupuncture school. I realized that this might be like a 10-year schooling thing, and it's something that's really, really like close to heart for me. And I was fantasizing of making a GoFundMe again and making like all these different tiers, you know, like, oh, if you donate this much money, like you get a random object sent to you. You know, like that Trina thinks is just for you, or that, like, you know, it's a surprise, you know. And of course the donation is going to have to include the shipping price plus like an actual donation that goes towards me, so I'm not like making a complete wash, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm also interested in opening up the Trina Mason store, which I've mentioned several times before. I do have a website in mind, and not only my own official website, as much as additionally doing like alternative, already pre-made websites such as eBay, Etsy, Facebook. I imagine I could list on multiple places, and my intention is to also simultaneously connect a source and see what source says. Like sometimes source will say like, oh, this object goes on eBay, this is this much money, don't sell it for any less than this, stuff like that. And something else that's coming up right now is my interest in how do I translate this? So what comes to mind is how, let's say I make a GoFundMe, and let's say Google says that acupuncture school is $90,000, right, total. Let's just say that. So like, something else to consider is the fact that GoFundMe is going to take a portion of that income. And then on top of that, I'm legally supposed to pay taxes. However, actually, now that I think about it, I believe that each person can gift up to $15,000 a year to a person with it being tax-free. I believe that's the legal tax code at this time. So those of you who are extremely rich, hello! This little girl right here, 27-year-old girl right here, would love to become an acupuncturist. And I love to prove to you and show you just how I can do it. I will show you. I will speak with my actions. I am not just a yacker. However, supposedly there's only 1% of those people, right? Are you one of those people? Some people have so much money and they're still so unhappy. So unhappy. Part of Trina medicine is the belief system that I will be available to come up with a proper plan and consideration personalized for you and your personal healing. Like some people might require some sound healing. Some people might require working with certain rocks and minerals. Some people might have to like make a cup of water in a glass and set an intention and pray over it and say thank you, thank you, thank you, or I love you, or ho'oponopono, and restructure their water. Or maybe they will put a mineral inside their water, or maybe I will have them color dose in certain colors. I have a lot of different ways, and it's not really up to me. You understand? I kind of become a vessel for for that divine energy to step through, and then I translate to the individual as best that I can. I'm interested in combining all these modalities of what I'm doing, and it can be really difficult to be like a one-girl show, and it's been really refreshing having like this new like soldiers that are just joining me and becoming a part of Trina Mason, who are like investing in me and believing in me. And when I say investing, I don't just mean financially. Sometimes the best investment you can give me is by serving me an email and just encouraging me, like telling me how I have actually helped you, what you'd like to see more of, and like what you think the world needs, or like how you'd love for me to do a video talking about this subject. Or, you know, I'm big on co-creation and collaboration and doing the work of the Jedi. So I can see now like a lot of people getting upset that like Trina Mason is making a GoFundMe to fund her to go to acupuncture school, asking for like $100,000. However, simultaneously, like, what greatness would it be to show the whole world that, like, yeah, there are people out there who believe in other people, that aren't selfish, that will just like contribute to other people who wish to contribute to the world. You know what I mean? I mean, of course I'd love to have a stable career that I actually really love, you know, like something that I love, so I never work a day in my life because I'm doing what I love, right? However, at the same time, like, I'm interested in really providing this medicine for other people, and like, hypothetically speaking, let's say my acupuncturist passes away, I would love to like continue her light and her path and share that with other people and be like a continuation of that generation that I've been like so blessed to connect to that energy, and like assume the same frequency by being able to connect so intimately with these people. There's so many of you that when you pass, I'm just going to break down crying, and like, I don't really want to think about that or show that side of me, though that is always there inside of me. I also recently received the comment how someone was interested in providing financial support, however, not if I was going to be buying luxurious clothing. Have they never studied like how important it is like to look good, feel good? Like, do you not understand the psychology? Like, if you do not wash your body, and you do not cloak yourself in this level of self-worth, like, what do you think your attitude towards other people? Like, how are you going to value other people? Like, if you have no self-value yourself, how can you expect other people to donate to you if you are not an individual who would donate to the homeless? Or like, you people have the desire to judge the homeless man, how he's just going to do drugs and alcohol. However, who the heck are you to like say that like you have control whether you pay this person or not? How do you know? Who cares if they like get some booze on top of getting like a freaking cheeseburger? Like, they still deserve to live. Clearly they have an addiction. Clearly they're self-medicating. Have some compassion for the human race. Have some compassion. Man, when I have the opportunity to open up my clinic and my facility, I will love to treat homeless people for free. And especially if I can like continue like this donation, pay it forward type system where like other people are willing to fund the treatment of other people. However, so far I've really only met one person who like, actually two people. There's two gentlemen, 2 subscribers who have shown the desire to pay for others. You know what I mean? For other people who can't afford it, they're genuinely interested in sending donation. Like, they realize that like a lot of men are working really, really hard and they can barely afford their own bills.
Keep right onto State Highway 314.
So they believe in providing a space, a fund, a energy transfer that provides a space to pay it forward. If you've never seen the movie Pay It Forward, please see the movie Pay It Forward. You do not have to listen to me, just please know that my heart is so swollen and so big, and so are my dreams and my wishes and my brain. Like, I just have this big visualization at how I can contribute to the universe, and I gotta be honest, I feel like I can't do it alone. Even if I do pay for acupuncture school all by myself, like, I'm going to need clients, I'm going to need people who are going to believe in this medicine, and I hope that you can see from what I am doing with my life and my path, that you can see how these things that I believe in, my Trina medicine methods, how they actually are benefiting and changing me, such as me going to the Amrit Institute at this time. Another thing that I am gifted at, that Source has me do, is I am fourth order. I hold the hands of those who are transgressing and create a space so they feel safe to let go. And I will be headed
onto State Highway 314.
a retirement home today, reaching my grandmother who does not remember me.
In 1.7 miles, the destination is on your right.
And
Amrit
still,
Yoga Institute.
it is best for me to go there and reconnect with the energy of my grandmother. And there's also like other women there who I connect with their souls and provide some amazing energy that I feel like only I can. All I can do is listen to the spirit when it tells me. Should I say when God tells me? Does that sound too crazy? I'm a believer, okay? I know that there's so many people who wish to like behead me and not see me be successful, and that just like doubt me and hate me and wish harm upon me. I understand that they feel the same way about themselves, so I attempt to have compassion the best that I can. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm so sorry that you choose to beat me up. Or beat yourself up. I'm here for you.
The destination is on your right.
I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I gotta get out of here. I love you so much. Thank you so much for taking up all my time and energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you what I have received. Ho'oponopono. Jai Wagwan. Namaste.